relapse the elapse in the time frame, the footage to repeat. You know what I'm talking about? You could tell their foot movement is like repeating from a repeat. You know what I'm talking about? From like a point where they were standing kind of like still making a little lightweight movement, but not, you could tell like not they're doing something like slamming me, right? But to make it look like they weren't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? At that time when they weren't doing nothing or whatever, just holding me there, that was at the end after they slammed me hella time. So they skipped the part where all the movements was going on and they went straight to the part where they're just holding me there now, right? And in the corner, right? And their foot is not doing much. It ain't doing, you know what I mean? Because it was over with already. So they played that part and keep on elapsing that shit, right? During the whole thing from the beginning when they take me to the corner, right? They skipped out, manipulated that part out, and they put the end part as the beginning part and keep running. You dig what I'm saying? Like elapsing this shit. Oh, what's that word called? You feel me? So it looked like that's what they were doing the whole time. Man, it's a dirty game. I peeped all that, and I talked about it, and I exposed that. Judge didn't give a fuck. I said, you could tell this video been minute. Look at this shit, right? Easily, right? That judge didn't care. The whole time, the whole point was for them to do what they did, cheat me, beat me, and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they sent that corrupt little devil, that judge. All five of my lawsuits got pointed to her. Come on, it went under her to her desk. And I ain't supposed to do that. Five separate lawsuits went to her, all active at the same time, right? You know what I mean? But different time went to her. But anyway, so bam, that happened. Hella shit that was manipulated from that video, and you could tell when I'm talking, the words that are you're hearing on audio, it ain't even the words that I used that really came out my mouth. They used that fucking deep fake, audio, uh, voice synthesizers, computer program type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Make it sound like me. They got hella recordings of me. And it's easy to do that, bro. Niggas know that, bro. Niggas know about taking. I know about it. I just don't know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. That's what they did. Cause I know what the fuck I said. You feel me? They put false words in my mouth in the video. You know what I'm saying? Like false threats that I never did, right? At all. Um, man, when real talk, man, it's my word. Trust me. And a bunch of other shit though. You feel me? Like a bunch of other stuff. That was false, man. You know what I mean? That's what they gotta do. That's my soul. It's my fucking soul. You feel me? That's what I word, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a polygraph test, but I do that shit too. You know what I'm talking about? Quick. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Live in the flesh, all that. On social media, all that, man. You feel me? You already know. But so that's what they did, man. They did that type of shit. They didn't manipulate the video. They didn't want me to have a video. I would have showed y'all it. With all these thumb drives, right? None of that shit got the sheriff's office shit on it. Even though the Santa Rosa shit was manipulated, at least these suckers had the heart to give it to me because you know why? The judge is not going to side with them saying, well, we don't want the public to see the goddamn mall. It's a public goddamn mall. See, these jokers, they used the goddamn fucking excuse. We don't want. And they both did. Alameda County Sheriff's Office in that lawsuit too, and the Sonoma County Sheriff's Office in that separate lawsuit. They both used that same stupid stipulation order motion to the judge, and because their shit was so much of a goddamn defect, even worse, like way more than the Santa Rosa shit, right? The lawsuit. So they was like, yeah, we gonna use, you know what I'm saying? They both use the same stipulation order, right? And wrote it different, whatever, but the same fucking reasons, right? Say they don't want nobody seeing the inside design. And guess what? The Santa Rita jail, been there all, that's jail, like my county jail, bro. You know what I'm saying? Been there hella time. So that jail be having visitors come through to walkthroughs, right? Public people, civilians. all types of ages to adults. Everybody know the inside design of that guy. Nigga, they was on fucking Lockup MSNBC channel, bro. Lockup, that fucking Lockup show on MSNBC, bro. Come on, man. Nigga fucking MA on there. You know what I'm talking about? Real reputable cat, though, from Acorn Projects. But anyway, free MA too, man, for real. But anyway, they had a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? They had live shit going on. You feel me? Live people with cameras going in there, you know what I'm saying? But you don't want the inside design. The inside design been on MSNBC. Come on, bro. That's how fake it is. And I brought this shit up on a counter opposition motion that I wrote. Feel me, to the judge. Said, man, this is all fake. It's an excuse. It's deep fake. I see you're not doing nothing about it. Just manipulate, edited, illegal video that you're letting be entered. You know what I'm saying? As evidence and against me, used against me. You know what I'm saying? I see what type of court this is. It's a kangaroo court. And I'm going to tell y'all the definition of a kangaroo court. A lot of people don't even know that. I taught judges about that along with how to entertain certain motions, what certain motions is, certain shit they didn't even fucking know about. I done taught federal judges, local judges, hella shit. Real attorneys, all types of shit, man. Real talk. Facts. And you feel me? So the stipulation order got granted for both separate lawsuits for both sheriff's office, Alameda County and Sonoma County. And that's what they gotta do. That's all I'm saying. So I don't have no video to show y'all. I don't have no video, nothing. No CD, no nothing for those two. See, this is for the Santa Rosa. These four, right? The only Sonoma County Sheriff's lawsuit, the only evidence they gave me is the audio recording of the witness statements, internal affair interview of the cats I just showed you on the laptop. You know what I'm talking about? On this shit right here. You know what I'm saying? What I showed y'all already. I had it on too long. Had it off too long. Alright? But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, right here. Feel me? So, you know what I mean? That's all. That's the only evidence I got. Only thing they gave me. They want me to have because I was going to expose that shit to the world. And you'll see after I tell you about deepfakes, which a lot of people never knew about for a long time. See, I know about a lot of shit. I'm very sharp, you know what I'm saying? But they trying to dumb me down. You feel me? That's what that shit they put up in me, that white devil technology they got up in me, man. It fucks my brain up too in a lot of ways. I'm going to get to that later. But anyway, facts. Come on, man. And so I don't have no video but the audio. So I'm going to get to this audio, man. I'm just doing a whole lot of talking, but that's what I got to do because I got no video to show y'all what they did to me. Oh, man, you would have been like, oh, shit. You'd have put your goddamn fist to your goddamn mouth like, oh, shit. You feel me? And you going to read their statements. I'm going to put the paper statements on this shit and all that. You feel me? On Facebook. The witness statements and all that, man. Sworn declarations and shit. That's what you call it. In the eyes of the court, you feel me? But let's start with my shit, right? Let's see if shit ain't been manipulated again. You feel me? I'm gonna put this goddamn fucking holder on here though. Put this back on this let's see if this shit go. Alright. This is all audio, no video.
This is Sergeant James Percy, James Percy, Percy, with the Internal Affairs Unit of the Sheriff's Office. I am present today on October 1st, 2019, and by my watch, it is 8:21. Present with me is Sergeant Sean Jones. Sean, please state your name and spell it for the record.
SEANJONES, and just to clarify, this is August 1st, 2019, not October.
And present with us in the male special visiting booth is inmate Herman Tamrat. Herman, please state and spell your name for the record.
HERMON, last name TAMRAT. Can you tell me what you said earlier about me having to be on audio recording, because I would like to discuss it with a lawyer first, attorney.
So what inmate Tamrat is referencing is prior to this interview with the recording, I explained that during these interviews, I would be tape recording them to best memorialize it, and inmate Tamrat objected to a recorded interview without consulting his attorney, or prior to consulting his attorney.
But you said that I have to, or, the investigation would not be conducted, right? So basically I'll go ahead and do that.
No, I did not say an investigation would not be conducted. I said if I'm going to interview you, then the interview would be recorded.
So if I don't, then what happens?
Then we can wait until you consult your attorney.
Okay.
Or we go off of based on what your complaint, what you wrote in your complaint.
Okay. Well, no, come on. I'll go ahead and do it. It's fine.
You okay with it? Okay. We have we have your three.
I don't want you guys playing with this tape. Next thing you know, you got some things that's delivered, like erased out. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I don't want. That's why I don't try. I'd rather have an attorney, because ain't no telling, how far law enforcement are real corrupt, coward individuals. A lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? And professional dumb liars as well. Not to be disrespectful or anything in that nature, but from my encounter with numerous law enforcement, that's what they are. They lie, deliberately lie, do all types of corrupt things. So, what I'm saying is, because, you can easily scratch out things from a recording. I would like to have a attorney present, but I will go ahead with it.
So are you consenting to this interview?
Let me pause it real quick. I'm gonna take this shit off the thing, cause you could barely hear me on the fucking you know what I'm saying, y'all? So hold on, man. Fuck. This goddamn fucking holder. Shit, we still going. This fucking stupid fucking holder right here. I'm gonna bust this goddamn return this stupid ass shit. But anyway, I'm gonna bring this shit closer, right, so y'all can hear this audio, right? And I was asking, right, some of that shit is fishy on the talking, right, how they got it right now. But I made it simple and clear. I said that I would like an attorney present, or as a witness, somebody as a witness, so, they could corroborate the audio and what's on there, what I told them that day. Because these suckers, look what they've been doing, manipulating everything. I already knew that. That's why I said that. I said, I don't trust y'all cowards. One thing about law enforcement, y'all real certified cowards. You're professional dumb liars. You know what I'm saying? You're not good at lying. You're dumb at it. You know what I mean? And I said that for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to get back to this shit. I'm going to unpause it. I got to take it off on that stand, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you go by Herman?
Yeah, I go by Herman. Yeah, Herman, it don't matter.
Herman? Okay. I go by James. Please call me James.
Yeah.
Fake ass.
Herman, I'm here in reference to 3 complaints that you submitted to the sheriff's office that reference 3 different dates. The first date in reference would be January 14th, 2019. The second date in reference is April 24th, 2019. And the third concern was June 9th, 2019. What I will do as we go through these is I will give you a basic synopsis of it just to refresh your recollection of it. The first matter, January 14th, 2019, was in regards to conduct by correctional deputies after a cell search was done of your cell.
Yeah. January 14th, right?
That was January 14th.
2019, yeah.
I gotta pause it real quick just to let y'all know, right? I had approximately 11 or 10 excessive force incidents in that jail. I'm talking about like 11 to 10 times these suckers didn't use excessive force on me while handcuffed. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, right? So I wrote quite a few citizens' complaints. After this, some more excessive force started happening, right? It was only like 4 or 5 at that time, right? What we talking about? Because I wrote citizens' complaint form about like 4 or 5 situations. And that's why it's talking about a few other situations. I'm going to tell you about the lawsuit, what this shit really, the lawsuit that it pertains to.
Actually, I've had 6, I just only had 3 citizens complaint forms to turn in. That was the only one I could get my hands on. Stumbled across that. I actually have 6. Been subjected to 6 different excessive forces in here, to be honest. And I wrote them up. I have grievances in here, in regards to that. But the 3 main ones, I just picked those 3 out. Sustained more injuries through those. I don't know. So I put those ones down.
Okay, so in reference to January 14th, 2019, I received the information that was written on your complaint form. Is there anything you'd like to add to what you wrote in regards to that incident?
Can you state what was wrote on there? Because I don't have a copy of it.
Yeah, I can. I have basically a paraphrased version of it. In that, after a cell search was conducted, you were escorted back to your cell, which was ME5, by correctional deputies. Once back in your cell, you were shoved against the bunk aggressively and instructed to kneel on the bunk to be unhandcuffed. You believe that you should have been unhandcuffed through the cell door, the food port. Correctional deputies became extremely violent by grabbing and shoving you against the cell wall while twisting your wrists painfully. Correctional deputies then slammed you on the floor, where one of the correctional deputies repeatedly slammed your head into the concrete floor.
Yep.
You also believe you possibly lost consciousness, and you were denied adequate medical care.
Yes. Yeah, I was denied adequate medical care. The thing is, number one, as according to jail policy and what deputies stated, when dealing with in regards to inmate security, their inmate security levels, which I'm a level 3, they keep falsely putting false information, false statements in my data file, my inmate file. So basically, I'm gonna stay level 3 or 4, level 3 or 4. That's what it's gonna be till I file a habeas corpus. But what I'm saying is, they were supposed to, technically, they're supposed to uncuff me through the tray slot. The deputy just barged in through the door, opened the door, and ran in the cell. And you know what I'm saying? While I was eating, I damn near choked on my peanut butter sandwich I was eating. I was eating at the time. and I did choke. I had to spit it out on the floor because they grabbed me very aggressively. Just came in and grabbed me, and so basically, he did say something, but they came in and grabbed me off. They came and got me like real quick to where I couldn't even, get some water. I kind of choked on my food. And I had to spit it all out. They handcuffed me. They took me out. I was not being combative or anything. They was rough, twisting my hands awkwardly, all. You know what I mean? The usual things law enforcement, a lot of them did to me. And basically, when I came back, went in the cell, told me to kneel on a buck. I asked them I'd rather do it through the trace line because I didn't like their aggressiveness already. And I don't know what else they were up to. I felt something else. I know I could read. I'm very sharp. You know what I'm saying? So I knew, and I dealt with this aggressive behavior before. Like I said, I've been subjected to 6 different excessive force in here. I only had 3 citizens complaint forms to submit, but I will submit some more when I get my hands on some. Plus other various misconduct on deputies in here, jail staff, period. So um, basically, when I went there, when I went to the buck, I told him right before, I was like, can you unsecure me through the trace lot, And basically they ignored me. I put my hands, I complied with all their orders. Then all of a sudden, both of them, they had their hands on me, slammed me to the wall, for talking. I could talk if I want. I'm pretty sure it's the talking, or they just had that plan the whole time.
Do you recall who slammed you against the wall?
Both of them.
Who?
I would Deputy Davis and Deputy Box. They both had their hands on me.
Deputy Davis and Deputy Box?
Deputy Box and Deputy Davis, full information unknown at this time, because I'm not entitled. They won't give me that. The badge number, actually, I could go through it. I have a bunch of grievances.
Let's focus on this one for right now.
Yeah. So basically, that's what happened. They slammed me up against the wall. My face hit the wall, sustaining injury. Um,
What type of injury?
my jaw and my head, side of my face.
Was there a visible injury?
Yeah, they recorded at the end through all the things that occurred. After they did that, then I slammed my head to the concrete floor. At the end, they took pictures when I went down to booking, or they took not pictures but a recording. They had a camera. Sometimes injuries tend to come like a day later or two. And you can see some swelling. I heard an officer when I was down there. I was kind of out of it still. Like I had a big concussion. And I overheard the officer. I can remember hearing the officer saying he got swelling to his forehead. He said it looks like a little swelling to the forehead, whatever. I complained of various different injuries, though, like pain where I had pain. Other than that, I didn't receive adequate care. Then when I went to the inside the cell booking, I didn't know who it was. I was still kind of out of it, but deputy punched me in the back of the head. You could get the video recording or something. Something hit me on the back of the head. I was out of it. Still kind of like somewhat unconscious. I was just out of it, man. But somebody pulled on. I had a rope or something. I don't know. Somebody pulled a rope. I was handcuffed. Put a rope or something, or they pulled my hand back. The best thing to do is because I'm really guessing right now how exactly they did it, but something yanked my hands back. You would have to watch the recording at booking. Something yanked my hand back as I was falling because they had lifted me and they basically were just dropping me on the floor until I couldn't walk. You know what I'm saying? And when I dropped, something like grabbed me in midair and damn near pulled the cuffs off my hand, and basically I kind of was stuck in the air like that for a minute, and I felt something hit me in the back of the head. Next thing I knew, I fell to the floor, and I received a big lump on the back of my head, and severe swelling to my hands and my arm. And I had a big bump on my forehead and a scar on this side, on the right side. Deputies seen that, inmates seen that. I have witness statements for that as well. They try to say I didn't have no injuries. The first nurse denied me adequate medical care. This is a normal custom procedure in this jail. A lot of medical staff have lied, and I got evidence on that. But I'll deal with it when it's time.
Were you seen by a nurse after this?
Yeah, I was seen by a nurse, but I wasn't provided adequate medical care. She just cleared me automatically. She cleared me just like that after I told her I had injuries. I didn't get no pain medication, no ice pack, no nothing. And that's in booking recording. You could see the booking recording.
Is that what you're referring to as adequate medical care by receiving pain medication and ice?
And further x-rays, I asked, of course I need x-rays as I was, seriously hurt.
X-rays of what?
Of my hands, as the cuffs was yanked off, almost the cuffs went like this. It was like halfway on my hands when it got yanked at the end. I wanted x-rays for my hands and my wrist. I wanted x-rays to see my head as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I received fractured to, skull or anything. Because I was repeatedly slammed to the concrete floor.
So when you were slammed to the floor, where was that?
My head was.
Where was that?
Inside the cell.
Inside the cell. And who slammed you on the floor?
Who slammed me to the floor?
Yes.
They both did. I remember they both did.
Are you referring to Deputy Davis and Deputy Box?
Correct.
That's Deputy Davis, Davis, and Deputy Box, Box. Okay, and once you were on the ground, you said that one of them repeatedly slammed your head against the ground?
Yeah, Deputy Box, I'm pretty sure he had more control of it, but they both did. No, they both did. They both did.
They both slammed your head against the floor?
Sure. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I couldn't really tell. I looked from the side. It looked like both of them were on me. Of course, because when they slammed me, they both, on the report says they both were on me. That's what the sergeant report said. So that's how I really know they both.
I had to pause it real quick. You see how solid? Nigga, I ain't gotta lie on these suckers. Nigga, I didn't lie on these suckers back. Like, you feel me? You see how I'm like, man, look, honestly, man, you know what I'm saying? I just know it was both of them because, you feel me? They both was on me. And you see how my audio recording, you can hear these cockroaches real loud, easily. But my recording is so goddamn low. And nigga, come on, bro. You know what I mean? So I gotta put the phone hella close right here, y'all. That's why I'm doing this shit. You feel me? We get back to the recording. But you see how I'm being real, like, I'm not even, you can tell they just telling them what it really is.
One of the two slammed my head. I can't tell.
So
they both were on me physically. They both were on me as though they had to constrain me, but I wasn't being combative or nothing. But that's what it said on the report. So I don't know exactly which one grabbed my head and slammed it, but they both were on me. They both were physically on me and using excessive force on me by, putting their body weights on me as I couldn't breathe. It was hard for me to breathe as well.
So when you say that one of the deputies slammed your head against the floor, can you describe to me what that looks like, or what that was, or how your head was grabbed and how that was done? Were you laying on your stomach?
Yeah, I was laying on my stomach.
Okay, so if you're laying on your stomach, do you recall which deputy was on either side of you?
No, I can't. To be honest honest, I can't recall. I can't recall, man. I can't recall which one grabbed my head. I want to say, no, I'm gonna guess, but I don't want to guess.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna guess.
Okay.
I don't like guessing.
So if were your hands behind your back at that time? Can you describe your body's position when you were on the ground? You were face down?
Yeah, I was face down. I was face down on my stomach. I kind of turned my head a little bit, but it was turned back straight by one of the officers, and I couldn't catch it. I couldn't. I want to, like I said, I don't want to guess, man. I don't do those guesses. I speak facts, so I'm not gonna guess. I only speak facts.
So when you were laying face down on the ground in the cell, was your head resting against the concrete floor, or were you raising your head upward when your head was slammed against the ground?
No, it was facing the floor. It was facing the floor. I was face down, cuffed, and I was facing down. I couldn't even look nowhere because one of them had control of my neck as well. I did put that in, but I kind of forgot to put certain info. But one of them had their hands on my head and my neck, like area right here. So I couldn't even really turn. That's when I tried to turn that first to see before they started slamming me. I couldn't. That's when they turned my head. So basically, I didn't know. I don't know who did it.
So your face was already was already touching the floor, and they were pushing your face into the floor. Would that be a better way of describing it?
They were. They had pressure on the floor. Yeah, they had my face pressured on the floor. They definitely had pressured on the floor. I had more weight on my back and stuff like that. They had unnecessary amount of weight on my back as I wasn't being.
You see how, I gotta pause it real quick. You see how I already told them that I know both of them was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't know which one's on what side, right? That shit, man, come on, bro. I already told them that, right? And some certain things right now, I don't think, you know what I mean? This is very fishy.
Disruptive. They had this plan all along. It's part of this campaign harassment I've been subjected to from this jail administration.
Pause it real quick. Campaign harassment, that's like some legal shit right there. You know what I'm talking about?
Several numerous deputy jail staffs, sergeants.
Okay, let me just wrap up this.